بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا. Welcome, my brothers in Islam, to lesson 233 of Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk, book 1 of the new version. ووقفنا عند صفحة 166. We stopped at page 166 عند الوحدة السابعة at the 7th chapter, وتحديدا عند السطر الرابع من الأسفل, and exactly at the fourth line from the bottom. إذن وفي أي كلية تدرسين أنت, and in which faculty do you feminine study? أنت الضمير هنا للتوكيد. The pronoun here, what is أنت, is for emphasis and it can be deleted. يمكن حذفه. طيب أدرس في كلية الطب. أدرس, I study, and that's for the male and female, as you know, because the difference is never in the I form, always in the you form, likewise in the he she form. إذن أدرس, I study, في كلية الطب, I study in the faculty of medicine. إذن كلية الطب is the faculty of medicine. وكلية اسم مجرور is the noun affected by the حرف جر, preposition what is في here, and it's مضاف at the same time. وفي نفس الوقت, and at the same time هو مضاف, والطب is مضاف إليه. طيب shedding some light on the word الطب, like I've mentioned, subjects normally have by default L in them, and in the translation you don't translate L, you just say medicine. And when I say medicine, it's not the medicine that you consume when getting ill, because that's دواء بالهمزة على السطر with the hamza on the line, والجمع أدوية بالتاء المربوطة. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the consuming medicine, but rather we're talking about the subject medicine. إذن الطب is the subject medicine. إذن الطب مادة دراسية, يعني it's a study subject. بخلاف, unlike دواء. دواء is medicine that you consume, that you take in. دواء والجمع أدوية medicines. على المائدة أدوية مختلفة. On the table are different medicines. في الصيدلية أدوية كثيرة. In the pharmacy there are many medicines, plural, جمع. So that is called دواء, the medicine that you take in. وهو ما يتناوله المريض, and that is what the ill person, the sick person takes in, consumes. يتناوله, the who goes back to دواء. طيب ولا شك, and there is no doubt. ولا شك, okay. And this is all grammar, subhanallah, that has to do with لا شك. I'm not sure if it's wise to discuss this now. لا شك is like لا بأس, no problem. What means no problem. You can also say بلا شك, but in that situation you will put 2 kasra below the kaf, and this is called لا النافية للجنس, so it's a very powerful one, and will give 1 fatha on the noun. لا ريب, no doubt, لا شك, no doubt. Or you can say بلا شك, but if you use a preposition if you use a preposition before the la, that will become بلا شك, and the B will have then the overhand. Anyway, this is all grammar, and إذا سبقت بحرف جر, أظن this is a mistake anyway. طيب, لا شك, there is no doubt. We're going back to the word طب, okay? Focus with me. لا شك أن هناك علاقة, there is no doubt that there is a relationship بين, between مادة الطب, should be a kasra here below the shadda, between the subject of medicine ومهنة الطبيب, and the occupation or profession of a doctor, of the doctor. طب طبيب, you can see clearly the link between the two. من درس الطب, the one who has studied medicine, سيصبح, will become طبيبا إن شاء الله. طيب, وكلمة الطب, the word, or كلمة الطب in its original form, الطب, تذكرني, it reminds me, ذكر يذكر, past and present. So تذكرني, it reminds me, بكتابي, it reminds me of the book الطب النبوي للإمام ابن القيم رحمه الله, of the Imam Ibn al-Qayyim رحمه الله. Many of you know this book, or maybe have this book at home. كثير منكم يعرف هذا الكتاب, أو قد يكون هذا الكتاب في بيته, the book might be in his house, وقد يملك هذا الكتاب, and he might own this book. إذن this book is called الطب النبوي. So it shows us the word الطب is a very old word, because Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, he is from the scholars that lived many centuries ago, around the year 720 Hijrah. So you can imagine that's maybe 700 years ago approximately. So he had a book called الطب النبوي. So it shows us that this is an old word. Okay? So it's a pure Arabic word. الطب النبوي means the prophetic medicine. Literally, the prophetic medicine. And this book, الطب النبوي, هو جزء, it's a part of the book من كتاب زاد المعادي. So some of you might not have the الطب النبوي, the small book, but they might have the big book, what is زاد المعادي, what is in many volumes. And a part of that زاد المعادي is الطب النبوي. So a part of زاد المعادي, what means provisions for the hereafter, what is from the same author, لنفس المؤلف, عفوا لنفس المؤلف, from the same author. The mu'allaf is the book itself. Al-mu'allif is the writer or the author. So Ibn al-Qayyim has a book Zadul Ma'ad, and the Tibb al-Nabawi is a part of it. طيب. So going back, when you learn this word, إذا تعلمت هذه العبارة, if you learn this phrase, what is كلية الطب, and when you travel to the lands of the Arabs, in any of the 20 Arabic countries, or 19 countries, you will see this كلية الطب. كلية الطب, translated below, as you can see on this building, faculty of medicine. Okay, so طيب, تنبيه, a remark. In some countries, في بعض البلاد, the word department is used instead of faculty. Okay, but this is more an English benefit than an Arabic benefit. طيب بعد ذلك الجملة قبل الأخيرة, the sentence before the last one, أو السطر قبل الأخير. سأكون مدرسة إن شاء الله. ما معنى, what means سأكون? سأكون. We know كان was. كان was. كنت I was. كان was. كان خالد مريضا. Khalid was ill. كنت هنا. I was here. قبل ساعة, an hour ago. إذن سأكون. So if you know كان, what means was in the he form, then يكون is the present tense of كان. Okay? Like أكل يأكل. He ate, he eats. إذن سأكون with the sa, what makes it future tense is I will be. Okay? الأصل أكون. And in the past tense is أكون. But we gave it a حرف استقبال للزمن القريب. We gave it a future tense letter for the short future tense, the short future. We have سوف for the long future. سأكون, I will be. Okay, الأصل أكون. ماضيه, the past tense is in the he form كان, and in the I form is كنت, I was. إذن كان خالد مريضا. Khalid was ill. كنت مريضا. I was ill. يكون literally means is. وهو غالبا مقرونا. It's mostly coupled with what? With the sa of sofa. Somebody might ask, have you ever heard somebody saying akunu or yakunu? To be honest, I never heard that. Unless you add the sa before it or sofa. يعني I don't say it's a mistake, don't get me wrong. Okay. لحظة من فضلكم. One moment please, my brothers. Now, we have in the Quran أكون with an. We have that. أن أكون or لأكونن. Okay, we have some different ways to say that. So, يعني for example, when do we use an with أكون? And it's also common. أريد أن أكون. I want to be. Okay. يعني this is also very important. أريد أن أكون. أريد أن أكون عالما. I want to become a scholar. أريد أن أكون حافظا للقرآن الكريم. I want to be a حافظ. طيب, we have that in the Quran. As for without these, it's very rare. It's very rare. طيب, مثلا سوف أكون كذا وكذا. What means كذا وكذا? This is also good to know, beneficial to know. كذا وكذا means such and such. So and so. طيب, we have something what is kind of similar to سأكون, and that is سأصبح. أما as for سأصبح, who knows what means سأصبح? I will become. It's actually the same as I will be, I will become. سأصبح. سأكون. Okay. فلا يمكنك أن تقول, you cannot say أكون مدرسة. So if you drop the scene, it sounds kind of rare, strange. أكون مدرسة. Because if yakunu means is, yakunu, then akunu is I am. And the Arabs don't normally use I am, like in the English. So rather than saying akunu mudarrisatan, the Arabs will say ana mudarrisatun. Why saying, for example, I'm an engineer. For example, مثلا, I'm an engineer. Do I say akunu muhandisan? No. You say ana muhandisun. I am an engineer. Okay? We have translated yakunu as is. So do you say Khalidun is an engineer? Do you say Khalidun yakunu muhandisan? No, that's totally wrong. You say Khalidun muhandisun. So the is a word that is normally not written in Arabic, but something that you add into the English. Okay? Khalidun maridun, 2 words. In English, you add the 3rd word. Khalid is ill. So the is added in the English, not written in Arabic normally. When do we use it? With a future tense letter. Sa'akunu muhandisan insha'Allah. I will be an engineer inshallah. I hope this is clear inshallah. Okay? So we don't say, so فَلَا يُمْكِنُكَ, it's not possible for you أن تقول to say أكون مدرسة or خالد يكون مريضا. You don't say that. You use the short, straight form, and that is أنا مدرسة, I'm a teacher. Or if you're not a teacher yet, for the feminine form, سأكون مدرسة, and for the male form, سأكون مدرسا. As you can see, the noun after سأكون will have a fatha, and this is called خبر يكون or خبر أكون, and this is something you will study in the green book inshallah. It's not مفعول به, but it looks like a مفعول به object. Or if the time is very far, يعني you're maybe in the first year of the faculty, أنت في السنة الأولى من كلية الطب, you're in the first year of the faculty of medicine. In that situation, I think it's better to use سوف for the far future. Okay? حرف استقبال للزمن البعيد, the future tense letter for the far future. سوف أكون مدرسة, I will be a teacher. Okay? انظر سورة الضحى, look to سورة الضحى الآية الخامسة, وسورة وانظر إلى سورة غافر, and look to سورة غافر الآية الستون, the 60th آية. طيب. إذن خالد مريض is Khalid means ill. I'm not sure why I've mentioned it here. أريد أن أكون مدرسة, I want to become a teacher. This is the end that I spoke about, that is in the Quran al-Karim. أريد أن أكون, I want to be a teacher. أريد أن أصبح, I want to become a teacher. So كان يكون has also a فعل أمر. It also, this verb has a command verb. And that is كن. What means be. كن فيكون. As in the Quran al-Karim, in the Noble Quran. Do we use it outside the Quran? كن. Or كوني when you speak to a woman. Or كونوا with a waw, silent alif, written, not pronounced. When you speak to a group of men, or a mix between men and women, كونوا. As in the Quran, كونوا حجارة. نعم. أو حديدا. كن means be. So we have كن صالحا, be righteous. كن صالحا يبني, oh my son, be righteous. كن. كوني, be. كوني مجتهدة يا خديجة, be hardworking, O Khadija. Be eager to learn, striving, be striving. اجتهدي, كوني مجتهدة. كونا, you two, both 2 men, 2 women, 1 man and 1 woman. كونا. كونا صالحين يا خالد ويا فاطمة كونوا يلط. سؤال, a question. من منكم يعرف آية جمعت بين الأمر والمضارع? Who of you, lot, يعرف آية, knows an آية, جمعت, that has combined between the command verb and the present tense verb of the verb we just have discussed. وهي مذكورة 7 مرات في القرآن الكريم. It's mentioned 7 times in the noble Quran. What are the حفاظ? What are you حفاظ, my brothers? The حفاظ. طيب, قال الله تعالى, Allah the Exalted said, كن فيكون. I just mentioned it. كن فعل أمر is the command verb of كان. فيكون, and here we have the present tense verb. Subhanallah, both are in one ayah. It's mentioned 7 times in the Quran. نعم. We have in Surah Al-Baqarah, نعم, وقال تعالى بديع السماوات والأرض وإذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون. أعود إلى المشتقات. I'm coming back to the derivements. فأقول without a ya. فأقول. So I say المصدر كونا. يعني the masdar, the verbal noun, they call it also verbal noun, or the noun of the verb form. What is كون? That one means being, كون. Some of you who are a bit more deeper in Arabic, they have heard the word كون in its second meaning. كون. كون means existence, and كون also means universe. So we have here 3 meanings. Okay. نعم. Okay. إذن we have the word عالم. عالم is world. We have أرض, what means earth. And we have كون, what is existence or universe. في هذا الكون, in this universe. Okay. طيب. Not to go a bit too deep, but the word كان has, you can say, 3 masdars. كونا, كيانا, and كينونة. Can you imagine? This is how rich the Arabic language is. We have 3 masdars of كان. Then we go to the ism fa'il, that is كائن. Okay. Being, situated. المسجد كائن في وسط المدينة. The masjid is situated, located in the city center. كائن. This is a very important ism fa'il, and it means the same as واقع, مرادف لواقع. المدرسة واقعة شرق المدينة. The school is located, situated east of the city, or east in the east side of the city. You can also use the word موجود, what is the easiest word, I think, of all these 3 words. وهذا الفعل, the verb كان, ليس له اسم مفعول. It has no اسم مفعول. طيب. إذن سأكون مدرسة إن شاء الله. I will be a teacher إن شاء الله. طيب, when shedding some light on this word that we as Muslims use on a daily basis, إن شاء الله. Whenever you do something, or whenever you want to do something in the future, you say إن شاء الله, if Allah wants. And then in means if, and in also means when. Okay. and it means the same as إذا وهو مرادف لإذا. So we have إذا and we have in. وهو حرف شرط وهو حرف شرط جازم. It's a condition letter that gives sukun to the present tense verb. Okay, so it enters on the past tense as well because sha'a is a past tense verb, and we use it with a future tense meaning. It enters upon the past tense. It does nothing to it, but it enters on the present tense as well. ويجزمه, and it gives it sukun. مثلا إن تذهب أذهب. If you go, I go. Look, تذهب is normally. So look to the effect. Both verbs are changed now to مجزوم, what means actually sukun, because of the in. طيب. إن تجتهد تنجح. If you work hard, you will pass, you will succeed. إن تنصروا الله ينصركم. Okay, in the first part, the noon is dropped. Now, sorry, I just did my alarm because we're doing a half hour, but I think it was set by accident on alarm music bell tone. I have to change that. Subhanallah. So here you can say the noon is it's like a sukun because the noon is dropped. In plural verbs, you drop the noon instead of giving it a sukun. And here you can see as well, the sukun is clear here. It's normally yansurukum. Okay? In tansurullaha yansurkum. Surah Muhammad, al-ayatu as-sabi'ah. Sha'a is a past tense verb. فعل ماض مبني على الفتح. It's fixed on فتحة. Unchangeable. That's called مبني. في محل جزم, in a situation of مجزوم. Okay, it's called فعل شرط. The first verb after in is called فعل شرط. The verb of condition. ولفظ الجلالة Allah, and the word of the majesty Allah is فاعل مرفوع. It's a subject with ضمة وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة, and the sign of being مرفوع is the clear ضمة. وجواب الشرط, and the answer of the shart, this is really grammar, brothers, so have some sabr. جواب الشرط محذوف, it's deleted. So we have a فعل شرط, we have a جواب شرط always. The answer of the shart, the جواب شرط, is like, for example, إن تجتهد تنجح. تنجح is called جواب شرط. إن تجلس أجلس. If you sit, تجلس is the فعل شرط, and we have also a جواب شرط. So if you do that, then I do that. The answer of the condition. So if you abide by the condition, then this will happen. In تجلس, if you sit, أجلس, I sit. Okay? That's called جواب شرط. Okay? A beautiful thing you can say to the guest, إن تزورني, if you visit me, أكرمك, I will honor you. طيب. The جواب الشرط here is deleted because it's only إن شاء الله. ويقدر بما يناسب. It's been estimated with what is suitable. مثلا فيكون التقدير مثلا, the estimation will be, for example, يحدث, يكون. If Allah wills, then it will be. It will happen. يحدث, it will happen. It will be. Clear? And the last thing, inshallah, we'll leave that for the next class, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.